everyone, and welcome back to another video. So for today's video, we have a day in the life with a teeny bit of a twist. Now, this channel is all about healthy living, realistically healthy living, and since we're chiropractors, we also have injury prevention, injury rehab, and manual therapy, and all sorts of stuff with that. So I figured this video might fit in just perfectly. Now, if you remember, a few weeks ago, I did roll my ankle, sprain my ankle, so I walked you guys through my rehab for that. And I guess I've been accident prone this quarantine, which is weird because I'm not usually like this. Very funny. I'm not usually like this, but yesterday I was cooking dinner and we have a playpen set up to block off the living room from the kitchen and the hallway, like a doggy playpen. I was making dinner and I went to go into the kitchen and my foot caught the playpen, then it caught the recycling bin, and I ended up landing in a plantar flexed slightly, so plantar flexed is when your toe is pointed, so a plantar flexed, slightly internally rotated foot, so my foot was pointing inwards. It really hurt. Nick was out for a walk with Sadie, so I kind of laid on the floor for a bit, assessed my foot, and I could move it around, I could touch everything. It was painful, but it wasn't awful, but I still couldn't weight bear, and everything was super tense. So when Nick came home, he also kind of just like looked at it, and we both just decided, let's see what kind of happens throughout the rest of the night, and then tomorrow, if we need to, I will go get an x-ray. So yeah, that's what we're doing today because it's still very painful. I can't walk on it. There are these like rules, they're called the Ottawa foot rules. They also have Ottawa ankle rules and Ottawa knee rules. And basically this is a criteria to determine whether you require an x-ray. I pass all the foot rules and ankle rules except for the fact that I can't weight bear. It's not 100% that it's a fracture, but at this point we just want to rule it out and see what's going on. So that's the plan for today. So I'm gonna take you along with me as I go to get the x-ray. I'll show you what the x-ray looks like, what the report says, and our plan from then on. I might even go treat myself to see if I can get myself a little better. But yeah, I guess that's the bonus of being a chiropractor when you get injured. But anywho, I will see you guys in the next clip. Okay, everyone, just wanted to update you. This lighting is awful. I'm sorry, I'm in the car. That's better, kind of. So anyway, we're on our way to the x-ray clinic and hopefully I can get the report back today. Either way, we'll be able to, I'm gonna get a CD so I can see the x-rays and see what's going on and read them for myself. Fun fact, chiropractors know how to read x-rays. We spend 4 years learning and we can do it pretty well. I admit I haven't read x-rays regularly in about a year and a half, but I do try and brush up on it every so often, and I'm really going to brush up on the foot today just for my own interest and my own injury and just trying to figure out what to do. Okay, everybody, x-ray is done. I didn't bring you in because I didn't think I was gonna be allowed to, and I was right, I wasn't. So, they did 3 different views. So for any people who are interested, they do one straight down the foot, they do one on the outside of the foot, like lateral, so it's called a lateral, and then they do one kind of on an angle, and that's just to better see some of the joints, because the foot is curved, right? You've got that arch. The report will take a few days, but the chiropractor that I went to go see should have access right away, so I'm gonna see if he can show me, and then I will show you guys. So I'll see you when we're looking at the x-ray. Hey guys, just checking in. So you haven't seen the x-rays or the report yet, so I will show you guys both the pictures and the report once the report comes in. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Maybe you guys will learn a little something something. As of right now, we've seen the x-rays, or I've seen the x-rays, but I don't have a report quite yet. But both me and the chiropractor who ordered the x-rays do not think that there's a fracture, but we are gonna wait for the radiologist to give us a report just because they're more practiced with it. They probably know more than we do. But I am treating myself right now. I'm going to laser it and maybe use this fun machine. So yeah, let's show you what, oh, and if I keep looking kind of weird, it's because I'm on my phone and it's really hard not to look at yourself when you're videotaping yourself. Anyway, let's look at my foot. So for a side-by-side comparison, so you can see the swelling, look at the difference. Look at the little sausage toes. So it hurts, guys. Like here and here. And you can see there's like bruising. Oh yeah, there's bruising all around here. Excuse my gross toenails. Yeah, I have no excuse. That's just quarantine. So step 1 is put foot in a bucket of water. Then we are going to attach all of that fun stuff to that. Okay guys, it's turning on. There are attachments on me, and then there's some hanging in the water. So basically what we did was we turned it up until it was about a 5 out of 10 in my tolerance. And then as soon as it was at that level, I tried to move my toes a little bit and move my foot, just kind of wiggling around. Nothing too crazy, because if there is a fracture, I do not want to be moving. I don't want to be weight bearing. I don't want to be potentially displacing that fracture. Hey everybody, it is now Wednesday. I originally started filming this on Monday, but here's an update. We did get the radiologist report back this morning, and it basically said what we were thinking. So there was an area in the x-ray that Nick and I just weren't sure about. And the radiologist also pointed out that exact same area, and he said due to the swelling, the artifact could potentially be an avulsion fracture, but there's no way to confirm that 100% with the x-ray the way that it is at that moment. So I called my medical doctor and my GP to get her opinion and sent her the report, and she basically said what Nick and I were thinking. We should treat this as a fracture for the next little bit and then get another x-ray 10 to 14 days after the initial injury. So she did write a requisition for me to do that, and I'll probably do that next week. But in the meantime, I am not weight bearing. I am using an air cast when I need to move off the couch, which I currently am sitting on right now, and I'm walking with crutches. So yeah, swelling is still there. Bruising is definitely still there too. It's just kind of changed in position. I'll show you guys once I unwrap my foot. I think that's it for the updates, but I am gonna spend a little bit of time to talk about the x-ray. So I'm gonna pop it up just like right over here. The first image is going to be an A to P image. That basically means anterior to posterior or front to back. So you're looking essentially down at your foot. Now x-rays are 2D, so everything has to be kind of overlapped on top of each other. So then we also do an oblique view, and that I posted right here. That helps us see a little bit better into the joint lines. And then there is a lateral view. And the lateral view just means you're seeing it from the side on. I think it's the A to P that shows the best view of the potential fracture. I'll just run through a basic kind of how we look at an x-ray. So we look at alignment. So I'm looking at all the joints and all the bones and just seeing if they generally look aligned in the normal. Then I look at the bones and I go through each bone and I run my eyes around the whole outside perimeter of each bone and see if there's any disturbance in the sides of the bones, and then inside. And then C is cartilage, so that's specifically the joints. You're looking at joint lines, making sure joint spaces are normal. And then it's A, B, C, S, and S stands for soft tissue, so that's when you're looking at the soft tissue and seeing for soft tissue swelling.
Wave to the fans.
She's waving. And then S, as I was saying, is soft tissue, so that's where you're looking for any soft tissue swelling, and that could sometimes point you in the direction of where the problem is. So in my case, that was another finding that he said it was kind of in the pro fracture column. Now, how do I feel about this? Well, to be honest, I was really upset last night because chiropractors in Ontario finally got the green light to go ahead and open, and I was so disappointed that I might not be able to do that. Well, likely will not be able to do that because I can't weight bear. So it's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. Have to deal with it and just kind of go with the flow. I obviously didn't choose this, but I mean, it can't be helped. I have to let my body heal, and that means I can't weight bear, so that means I can't work. So what is gonna happen with this series? Well, my plan is to run you kind of through weeks at a time and update you on how everything looks and how everything feels. And then once I finally get a little bit further along in my healing, we'll start the rehab process. It's gonna be really, really simple at first. I cannot wait to get back to running and exercising, and this is going to literally suck so bad not to be able to do this. All I can say, guys, is if you are healthy, do not take that for granted. If you are able to work out, do not take that for granted. That's just my little tip of the day. You will see unfolded laundry back here because it is really hard for me to do anything, and Nick, bless his heart, is doing so much already. He is awesome and I am so lucky to have him. Let's show you an update on this foot. All right guys, so here is my foot in all of its swollen glory. You can see there's a lot of swelling here. There's a lot of swelling on the outside of the foot. Bruising still right here, and now into my toes. The pain is here and here, and where the radiologist has noticed that finding where the suspected fracture is at the base of the second, sorry. So we've got first metatarsal here and second metatarsal here. So the base of the second, roughly around here. I don't want to press too hard and actually palpate because it really hurts. Side-by-side comparison, two very different looking feet. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you liked it. This is part 1 in this new series. I don't know how many parts there's going to be in this, but it's all going to be how I get back to everything after this potential foot fracture. So if you liked this video and want to see how my healing goes and what I do and yeah, all of that stuff, give this video a thumbs up and click subscribe so that way you can watch me throughout this whole process. We post every Monday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Mondays are our rehab Mondays. We do all of the exercise flows, mobility flows, that sort of thing. And Thursdays are more of the fun vlog style videos. We will see you guys in the next video. See you Monday.